Tell us all about Saturday. Firstly, when did you find out you'd be playing?
Sort of got the idea on Thursday that I could be involved, and then Friday morning, Jed pulled me for a chat. Said, "Look, do you think you're ready to play?" And it was a no-brainer. I've been waiting for the chance since I signed my pro now. So just glad that I got it, and really thankful to Jed and the gaffer for trusting me really and putting me in. And yeah, it was a really good opportunity, and hopefully I give them something to think about going forward.
You're never going to say no, are you, to that? Are you ready?
No.
Did you feel, as soon as you went out there, that you were ready? It was a place that you'd been waiting to be and you were quite at home?
Yeah, well, I've had a couple of loan spells now as well in men's footy, so I think it's just the next step now. I've got a bit of experience behind me now. I like to think I know what it takes to play men's football. So yeah, when he said that there might be a chance of me starting, obviously got a little bit nervous because of the occasion and this, that, but I was never really in doubt of what I can do on the pitch. So yeah.
So when you found out Thursday, was there a clamour for tickets from friends and family to make sure they were here?
Funnily enough, I didn't really tell anyone. I didn't want to make too much of a big deal about it. The only person I told was my mum and dad. And then on the day of the game, obviously, I managed to get a few people down, tell them when I knew I was definitely 100% starting, so yeah.
At the start of pre-season, would you have thought this was a realistic prospect that you'd start day one?
Well, obviously you always aim big, don't you? And I always train to give myself the best chance of doing what the most unexpected thing is. But realistically, probably not, no. I was probably aiming to be in the matchday squad. That was probably my realistic aim. So to be starting was definitely not a surprise, but it was pleasing. It was yeah, just a good feeling. Everyone
has to wait for their opportunity. There's a few lads out injured right now, and when opportunities come, you've got to take them, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like you never know when it's going to come. And did I expect it to come on the first day? Probably not. So yeah.
To have Farron Drawson playing alongside you, how beneficial was that?
Yeah, really good. I've got to thank Faz a lot really because he helped me through the game. Devon as well. Ben Woods next to me on the left. All talking to me, making sure I was comfortable before the game. So I've got a lot to thank them for really. Yeah.
And just give us an idea of the loan spells that you've talked about there. You've been out into men's football. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so went out, played Northern Prem last season, probably played about 30 games, I think it was, might have been a little bit less. Went out into two really good teams, certainly Matlock as well, where I finished the season at. Just a really good bunch of lads that when I went down made me feel welcome straight away and probably got the best out of me for the games I played for them. So again, I've probably got a lot to thank to them for bringing me out of myself a little bit. So yeah.
When that experience first comes, and it is, I guess, a lot different than playing youth football, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot different. There's a lot more contact goes on, a lot more argy-bargy. So it's a bit of a different sport, to be honest, I'd say. I think when you're playing youth football, it's no hidden truth that it's all on deck. Who can pass it better? But then when you come to men's football, it's all about 3 points and who wins the battle, so to speak. So, yeah.
Was it the first elbow in the side of the head that it really hit home?
Yeah, probably. To be fair, I don't mind that side of the game. Like I quite like it when it's physical and you can sort of get up and tight against your opponent. So I think it kind of suits me that bit more. So yeah.
Have you always been a defender coming through the system?
Since under 18s, yeah. I was a midfielder, to be fair, right up until the end of under 16s, and then got dropped back in. So yeah.
Did you find that you wanted to do that? Midfielders who get forward and try and score are probably to be told, I'm going to be a defender now.
At first, no, I kind of wanted to do both, and then after a couple of months at centre half, I thought it's actually not too bad. We'll settle for it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. What was the feeling Saturday when you came off after that draw? You've been 1-0 up. The equaliser's a little bit self-inflicted. Nobody means to make a mistake, but it is that brings the equaliser. Did you feel a little bit like 2 points had slipped away?
Yeah, definitely, but I don't think this early on in the season you want to get too negative or down about things like that. I don't think there's any reason to not be positive about Saturday, despite the fact that we could have won. You you look at the stats, they haven't had a shot on target, I don't think, for the game. And to be honest, on the pitch, I didn't feel like at any point we were in too much trouble where they might score. Apart from maybe we're at a corner in the first half where he probably could have got it on target. But other than that, I thought we felt pretty solid. And then going forward, Tyler scored a great goal. We had a couple more chances as well. So I think there's no reason to not come off feeling overly positive about it, despite only getting a point.
So a cup tie to look forward to now, and knockout cup match that will go straight to penalty visits level like it was on Saturday. How much are you looking forward to taking on Oldham?
Yeah, no, it should be a good game. Obviously, it's quite local, so hopefully there's a decent gate on and there's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, just tell us about how long you've been part of it here.
So I was a scholar for 2 years and then signed my pro contract last summer. So this is my 4th year at the club now. Loved every second of it. It's been a great place to sort of develop and get better. Everyone just wants to help each other. It's very tight-knit and family-based as well. So it's really enjoyable to come in every day and train. And
you're a local lad. Where did you play your football before?
Started off dead little, Huncourt United, and then as I got onto, I think it was under 13s, moved on to a team in the JPL that was run by a mate's dad. That I've got a lot to thank him for as well. He put a really good team together, and we was a good side, and we had eyes on us all the time, to be fair. And then from there, went on to Aki at the end of under 16s, got scouted in, offered a scholarship, thankfully, and not looked back since, really.
So your journey's not been academy football from being a kid or anything. You've been able to play with your mates growing up, and so many kids miss out on that, don't they?
Yeah, honestly, I say this to everyone, like I wouldn't change my route in. I think I came in to full time at the right time, at under 18s. I think I was ready for it then. I think had I left it 2 years, I'd have probably ended up falling behind maybe just because you're not getting that everyday exposure. But yeah, certainly a different route, but one I wouldn't change.
And being someone who is local, do you think it means that little bit more to you to be playing right on your doorstep, basically? I know you're a Blackburn Rovers supporter, but Accrington Stanley's just down the road, and there's great links between the two.
Yeah, no, I've said this before. I used to come to the old game every season. So when I step on the pitch, I probably know half the people in the crowd. So when I step on, I've got that responsibility to sort of represent them.